Hey, what's going on, folks? Paulie Jr. here, and welcome to Valheim Survive and Thrive tutorial LP series starting today. This is episode 1. I'm going to show you how to survive your first night in Valheim, which can be a bit overwhelming if you're new, and it's quite dangerous. And if you don't know what you're doing, you may die and succumb to the environment and or monsters and so forth. So, without further ado, let's jump in and get started. If you want to check the game out, I'm assuming you already have it, but if you don't, there's a link down below to the Steam store page where you can pick it up for, I think it's 20 bucks or so. So yeah, let's jump in and get started, and I'm going to show you how to survive your first night in this particular episode, and then we're going to take it from there, and we're going to do something cool in every episode until we get to the very end, sort of like I did with Minecraft. Alright, so here's my current character, which I play on a server, but I'm going to make a new character. That's the first thing you want to do. And you have two choices, a male and a female. You have your skin tone here. You got some options for hair upon your head. It's going to go with a no hair look. And some beard options as well. I like the braided personally. And then you've got hair tone and blondness. And that's pretty much about it. Let's go with the dark beard, like mine. There we go. Let's go ahead and give us a name. We're going to call this guy Valheim, like my other Valheim, but with an I. Don't want to get them confused. And away we go. So we're going to start. And now we get to select a world. So you can actually join a game online if you have friends. Or maybe there's a public server you can join. You can actually join by IP as well. Or you can start up your own single-player game, private game, and that's what we're going to do. Now, this is a randomly generated world, and it uses a seed as a basis for the world. So you can share worlds with other people because every world is going to be different. But if you use the same seed, then you're going to get the same world with all the same things in it, in the same locations and so forth and so on. Again, much like Minecraft. We're going to call it Survive and Thrive, and we are going to use a seed, so that way if you guys want to follow along in my footsteps, so we have the same things at the same time in the same location, then you may do that. We're going to call it Survivor, because that's what we are here, right? Survivors. Alright, so now with that world selected, we're going to go ahead and click on Start, and away we go. Alright, here we go. This is the backstory. I'm actually going to skip this. It's not super important, but I will give you the general overview once we get in the game. Following this particular text intro is a long flight. Basically, you are picked up off the battlefield by a Valkyrie and carried to the world of Valheim, which is the 10th world outside of the 9 known worlds in Norse mythology, and you are being given an opportunity by Odin, the Allfather, to clear out Valheim of enemies, of Odin's enemies, and then we are flying to our location. So this is, right now the world is being generated randomly behind the scenes, and we're going to get dropped off in an unknown location where we can get started on our adventure as a Viking in Valheim. Ow. Alright, here we go. Whee! Boom! And we have arrived in Valheim. And we've got a raven here, a friend Huggin. We're going to go chat with Huggin super quick. Hello, Huggin. Huggin is telling us this is the 10th world, basically what I just told you, and these are the Sacrificial Stones. So ultimately our goal is to track down Forsaken, which are the evil gods here. And we need to defeat them in battle. And the first one is Eikthyr. It's our first prey. And then we're going to put his trophy right here on this hook after we defeat him in combat. So we register the location with these particular stones. And it shows it right here. There we go. Not too far. We're right here at the standing stones. So not too shabby. Alright, well, we got to get started. So let's start collecting the materials around here. We just picked up a branch, and that opens up some new recipes. Unlocked recipes, that is, and we've got some stones and some branches, and there's got a bunch of loose material here right at the start. Now you can scroll in and out. It's a third-person viewpoint, obviously. You scroll in and out with the mouse wheel, and WASD for movement. Very, very simple. Now we're just looking around here for the first rocks and sticks because we're going to need 5 wood and 4 stones to make a stone axe. We can also make a club as a weapon and a hammer for building. Oh, here's Huggy again. But we're going to go over here and grab these raspberries. They're always here at the first spawn point. Couple of raspberry bushes. Hold on, Huggy, I see you. And then some shrooms over here. First 2 bits of food. And let's go talk to the raven. Take stock of your inventory. Yada, yada, yada. Right, we have forgotten how to make things. So we have to unlock recipes. And now we're going to go ahead and eat. We got a mushroom here, which gives 15 health, 20 stamina, and 600 seconds. In our bellies, that's 10 minutes, right? And this is 10 and 20 and 600 as well. We're going to eat both. One at a time. You can have up to 3 different food products in your stomach, and I recommend a balanced diet. If we can get some meat, will be even better. Oh, there we go. Skill, run. Skill improved, run. Hold on, let's chat with the raven. We found a tasty morsel, right? Keep food in your belly. Very, very simple. Yeah, so the skills are usage-based, which means they will increase over time or improve over time as you use them. So I recommend in the beginning running and jumping, but not too much because your stamina bar down here will be depleted as you do so. And if you get attacked by an enemy and you don't have any energy or stamina, then you cannot defend yourself. Oh, there's a little house right there. Let's head toward the house as we collect things along the way. So we're going to find these generated structures in the world, like old houses and things, and we can move right in there, in fact, and use that tonight as our base of operations to survive the first night. And I like being on the coastline here too. That's nice, having access to water. Here's some raspberries. Let's pick them all up. These will regrow, by the way, so sometimes it's good to mark their location. And I just bring up the M, or press M to bring up the map, make a little dot here, and just type in rasp. Alright, let's continue picking the raspberries and have a look around here. And of course, our first order of business is to make the axe, which we can't make it yet, can we? No, we need a couple more pieces of wood. We need 2 more. 2 more pieces of wood, which we can collect. Oh, there's raw meat here. Leather scrap. Looks like a boar died here. I'm not sure how. Something must have killed it. Oh, there's a bee's nest right there. That's fantastic. We can get the queen bee and we can make a beehive. And get honey from it. Honey is going to be useful for various things. We can eat the honey right out of the nest if we like, or we can use it in meads, not potions, meads. But that's way down the road. Let's not worry about that. First things first. Let's make our stone axe. I'm going to move my torch over there, and now we can start cutting. And there we go. Our wood cutting is now improving. It's going to go up quite rapidly here in the beginning. And we're going to chop up the old rotted log and get some more wood, and we can, of course, now start chopping down these trees right here. Beech trees, anyway. We cannot cut the birch, the white trees, down with a stone axe. But mainly, these beech trees will work for us here in the beginning. We want to collect a bunch of wood before we head inside. For the night, we're going to need to do some building. We're just going to let that go. Ow! Oh, ow, yes. There's physics in the game. And you need to be careful when you're chopping down trees, because these logs have a mind of their own. And watch out for that. Let's get over here and do it on the end. Sometimes, if you're lucky, these trees will knock down other trees and you don't have to worry about... Oh, there we go. Birch. Birch fell. Unfortunately, still can't get any wood from it. It's too hard for stone. But we'll get that later. Oh, hello! I see you! You're not fooling anybody, a little grayling. So here's one of our first enemies, the weakest enemy really in the game. It's a little root guy. His name is... Oh, whoa! He's going to swing at us. We're going to block him with the right mouse button and then use the left to whack him with the axe. Try to kill him here. There we go. Alright, give us your resin. So they drop resin, which can be used to make torches, among other things. So that is very nice. We're going to need plenty of resin. Now we're going to get back to our wood chopping and grab all of this wood. We've got now 15 wood. Let's keep going. I'm cutting up to 7 now. That's nice. Alright, I think that's going to hold us over for the time being. We've got some beech seeds here for growing more trees. We don't really need that. The meat we're going to cook up later. That's fantastic. But here's what we're going to do. We're going to kind of wander in the woods here and maybe do like a circle and then circle back around to this house. We're going to set that up tonight as our shelter. but we're going to be looking for mushrooms and just kind of getting the lay of the land. So, and we'll be chopping these little logs right here, gather more wood for the night. We're going to have to do some building. We're going to fix up that house and get a fire going tonight. It's going to get dark and cold, and being cold is no good for your stamina. Oh, we got a standing a rune stone right there. That's going to give us a little bit of lore, which you don't have to read at the moment. Just keep your eyes open for mushrooms. We're going to be running and jumping and also looking for boar. Now, there are deer, obviously, which we can hunt as well, but unfortunately, they're pretty fast and we can't catch them. Let's go ahead and eat a mushroom and a raspberry, and that the food determines your health and your stamina regeneration. So again, it is a good idea to get a variety of food, and some food is better at regeneration and health than others. Meat in particular is excellent for your health. So again, a balanced diet is what we're after. Let's keep climbing. Oh, here we go. We got some mushrooms. Kind of want to get a few of these before we head in for the night. The day is going to go by fast. It's going to get dark before we know it. Let's kind of circle around here. Keep our eyes open for boar. So deer, we can hunt the deer, obviously, but we're going to need a ranged weapon for them because they're kind of fast. Boar will fight us. They are more aggressive and they will come right at us. So let's see if we can find some boar on the way out here. Nope, looks like a structure. Some of these structures will have chests in them, or beehives. Let's go over here and take a peek. See what we got. Oh, we got raspberries here. That's nice. Nice big raspberry patch. Just 3. Probably won't mark that in the map. Okay, let's go over here and check it out. Let's find the door. Hello? Nobody home? Alright, nothing in it, so we're just going to ignore it. But let's swing back around. So we're in the Meadows right now. You can see that on the map. A little mini-map. It tells you the biome we're in. The Meadows is the most peaceful, so it's a good idea to settle in the Meadows at first. If you run into a black forest where you see pine trees, I would recommend staying away from that. I don't see one around here, but we might run into one because they do sometimes. But the Meadows. Some more raspberries. This is a nice size patch right here on this cliffside. I'm going to go ahead and mark that one. Come back here later. Rasp. Excellent. Alright, there's our coastline. Here's some more raspberries. And I will be chopping wood on the way down. And again, we're looking for boars. Alright. Aha! I have spied a gaggle of boar. Is it 3? Yeah, 3 of them right there. Let's make a proper weapon. I mean, the axe is actually quite a good weapon. But the club is also a weapon, and it does blunt damage, while the stone axe does slash damage. So there is different types of damage, and some creatures have a resistance to certain type and weaknesses to other types. I don't think the boar really have a resistance or a weakness to anything, so I'm just going to use the club. But it is a good idea to practice with multiple kinds of weapons and weapon types so that you can keep them all skilled up evenly. And I recommend the club in particular because it does determine your skill with later blunt weapons like a mace, which is a fantastic weapon. So use both. Use the axe for fighting, use the club for fighting. There's also a spear, which we might make, and a sword down the road as well. So they're all different damage types, and they have their own different skill right here. So right now we have run, clubs, blocking, axes. Axes is the attack, the combat with the axe. Wood cutting is for chopping trees. Jump, sneak, and there we go. So sneaking is when you crouch and you sneak like this. It takes a bit of time to level up, so we're not going to bother right now. Probably going to be getting dark soon, so let's head back through the meadow. This nice little meadow right here. Some more raspberries. Oh, yes, flint. So this right here, this whiter looking stone is flint. We want a lot of those. So we're going to go right along the coastline here. They're usually found near the coast of rivers and the sea. Is that just a regular rock? Yeah, we don't want that. How many rocks do we have? We do want some rocks to make a fire tonight. Need 5 for a fire. We have plenty. But the flint is going to come in handy for upgrading our workbench, which we're going to make when we get inside. And also for making arrows and a flint axe, which is an upgraded axe. I'm definitely going to want that. So I don't recommend going into the water. I mean, you want to work on your swim skill, and sometimes you'll see flint in the water, and you might have to go in after it. But at this stage of the game, right now, stay out of the water while you're collecting, because water will make you cold. Well, you know what? Let me just show you. We're jumping in. Water's going to make you wet. So up in the top right, you can see that. 2 minutes of wetness and coldness will sap your energy. So your stamina will regenerate at a slower rate. So it's not a good idea to be wet. Let's kill this boar. So boars drop these leather scraps and meat. Sometimes, but not always. And we're going to want the meat, obviously, to cook on the fire. Tonight we can eat that. And we're going to want the scrap for crafting. There's many recipes, and one most critical in the beginning is a bow, which we'll probably do in the next episode. By the way, if you are enjoying this video and want to see more of this type, this tutorial type LP thing, let me know. Leave a comment, leave a like on the video, and feedback down below. I'm going too fast, going too slow, talking too much. Let me know, and I will be happy to make more and make any adjustments if necessary. Alright, we've got a pretty good collection of items, so I believe we can head inside now and fix up this little house. Seagulls are going to be useful someday, not right now. We're going to get their feathers and make arrows, but probably not in this episode. I'm going to take down one more tree. This one might fall and take another tree down with it. Oh, one out. Not quite. You can take out the stumps if you like to. They'll give you a couple of bits of wood. They do not grow back into trees, but it's worth getting rid of them just to make the place look nicer and neater. And if you can get this sort of arrangement where you can hit multiple things at once with your swing, that is definitely advantageous. Alright, let's take this fella down. Should give us plenty of wood for the night, because it is going to get dark soon. You don't want to be out during the dark, because not only does it get cold out here, but there are creatures that come out in the night to try to track you down. Ooh, wood cutting up to 10 now. That's fantastic. The higher your skill at things, the better you are at them, obviously. You'll be faster, stronger, do more damage, use less energy. Hey! We're going to block with the right here, because blocking is also a skill. And if you time it just right like that, watch, I'll try that one again. If you hit it block just at the point of impact, you get a stun like that. So not only do you block the damage, hey, I'm not done with you, get over here, but it'll stun your opponent. I see you behind the bush, get out. Stun them for a second, and then you can smash them while they're stunned. Fantastic. Alright, let's get back. Oh, wall bees. Ah, yowza. Alright, there's bees. I forgot about the bees. Before we can move into this house, we need to take care of the bees. So let's make a hammer. This is for building. There we go. Now we're going to see a whole bunch of recipes, and Huggins is going to come back and tell us about the recipes. But I'm going to tell you instead of Huggin. I'm going to put a workbench right here next to the beehive. We're going to go up there and take it out. Well, where'd you go, Huggin? I see you. Can you get out of the way, buddy? So he tells us about the workbench, and I got stung again, which is going to give us a few seconds of poison. But we should be alright. We're going to have to jump up there and smash that thing with our club real quick here. Can we get it with the club? Yeah, I think so. Ow. Oh, ow. Not allergic. I'm okay. I'm okay. Hey, boy. That hurts. I think the axe would be better at this, but my axe is just about gone. There we go. Ow. Whoa, 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 okay. Whew. Not allergic. Everything's fine. My axe is absolutely destroyed. You don't really want to let your axe get to that point. I kind of messed up the house here a little bit, didn't I? Alright, let's push this log out of the way. What? I'm busy here. I'm doing a tutorial. You have crafted a hammer. I know. Oh gosh, the whole house is falling down because the log is in the way. It's rolling down. I don't have an axe to take care of it. Just watch out for that. Oh, here it comes again. Yep. Okay then. All right, well, let's take our hammer out. We're gonna crush that that workbench. I picked up a queen bee, by the way, which we can use to make our own little hive, which is excellent. All right, we're gonna slap that back down. We're gonna, well, we can't use it yet because we need a roof, which is fine. We're gonna whip out our hammer again, press our 7 key, right click, and this is where we get to this building menu, by the way. I know I did it really fast there when I was dealing with the bees, but that's how you get it. So you can make a fire, you can make stacks of wood and rocks. Here's where you make the workbench, and here's all the building materials, and then furniture. So we need to put a roof up here, and it looks like this is the 45-degree angled roof. So we're going to snap that right into place. The building in this game is absolutely superb. Probably my favorite building of any game, because not only is it easy and everything just snaps into place so nice and easy, but you can remove things if you screw up or you want to experiment a little bit just by clicking the mouse middle mouse button, and you get all of the material back. The game refunds every little piece, which is fabulous. Now, it's starting to get dark, so let's get a floor in here. Fix up that floor. We're gonna put a torch down in a corner to light things up, which is right here. 2 wood, 2 resin. Very easy, and we can even put more resin in there so it lasts a little bit longer. All right, back inside the house. Let's use our workbench now. So it does have to have a roof over it, and now that it does, we have all these recipes here. And our first recipe is flint axe. We're gonna do this right now. Flint axe is much better than the stone axe, and our stone axe is destroyed anyway, so there we go. Brand new axe for chopping down the trees. And this hammer right here, super important. Click on that, and it will repair all of your damaged goods. For free. For free. Can you believe it? For free. That's amazing. Alright, let's go ahead and eat what's edible right now. We do want to cook that food before we eat that. The meat. But let's fix this place up for the night, because it is kind of a mess. And we can do that with our hammer. With that little repair hammer right there. And just walk around, and it's, again, free. All free. If it's free, it's for me. And we're going to build up a door real quick here. Get that in there. Slap it right in. You can rotate with the mouse wheel. And let's get this wall up now that it is nighttime. You can hear the music has changed, indicating that it is night. And we need to get in the shelter, get a bed set up, and a fire, and we're gonna be looking mighty fine. Let's slap this piece in here so we get this angled piece, which goes right there. Whoops. I think we're gonna have to go outside to do this one, so let's bring this up over here on the outside. There we go. All right. I mean, we can pretty it up, but for right now, we're really most concerned with just getting inside and being safe, getting that fire going. And does Huggin want to speak? Yeah, okay. We'll go say hi to Huggy. What's up? Be wary of the weather. Right, if you're wet or cold, it reduces your stamina regen. I've already mentioned that. Let's chop down this wood right here with our new axe. See, it's a little bit faster. There we go. Let's get back inside. Actually, before we go inside, let us set up a little beehive. Bring up my hammer. I'm going to go to crafting. 10 wood. Wow, it's kind of expensive, but we're going to stick it. We can stick that right up here in the corner. Checking the bees. They're sleeping. That means they're alive, and they will go to work in the morning. All right. How much wood do we have? We've got enough for a bed and a fire. So we should be good, but I'm going to take this log right here. It keeps whacking the house and doing damage. Here we go. All right, it's a long night, so let's head inside. And let's get set up in here. I'm going to pluck that dandelion. You don't really need it for anything at the moment, but it is useful for making meads down the road. We're going to repair everything again. Okay, so we're in a shelter. You can see that up on the top right-hand corner. Shows a little man sitting in a lean-to. That's us. And we're nice and warm. Well, not warm, but cold. But we can warm the place up with a fire. going to get rid of that panel right there and make a campfire outside. You can only put the campfires on the ground. You cannot put campfires on your wooden floors because, you know, it's a fire and it would burn. So we got to put it outside, and we're going to protect this with some walls, the full-size walls, and we'll surround it like that. And we're going to put up an angled roof. We're going to use the 26 degree. I'm going to just plop that in here somewhere like right about there, I guess should do. And we'll fancy this up tomorrow. It doesn't look great, but that will keep the rain off of it. If it's raining in your game, the fire will go out because the rain will put it out, and so does not enough oxygen. So if that's too low, it might smother the fire. So that's why I put it up that high. And that should do it. Now we go back inside and we'll stoke it up a little bit. Put another piece of wood on there, and let's get a bed. Let's put a bed somewhere. You know what? I'm gonna put a bed by the fire because that's always nice. I'm gonna move this crafting bench over in that corner. Actually, I'm gonna have to put it on this side, I think, to fit that bed in there. There we go. We get all the material back. I love it. And we are going to drop a bed down. This is right here. It's 8 wood, but it is indispensable because it acts as a spawn point. Yep, hugging. That's my bed. Beat it. Yes, so we're going to claim the bed. It's now Polyheim's bed. We can sleep in it and make it day. However, we don't want to do that right now. We're going to use this day to do some more things. So we have a full day tomorrow to go out, do some hunting and that sort of thing. So we're going to set up a cooking station. We're going to do actually 2 cooking stations side by each so we can get more food on them. Doesn't look as nice, but it's much more efficient. All right, let's sit down here. Let's eat our last mushroom, unfortunately, and that raspberry. We're going to throw some food on the fire just by pointing at the cooking station and hanging up the meat, and now we just wait for it to cook. Shouldn't take very long. And you can see up on the top right hand corner now it says Comfort 4, and we are resting. So we're indoors resting. Our stamina regeneration is boosted by quite a bit, and also when you're rested. So when we leave this house, we'll still have the benefit with us even when we're out hunting and so forth, but when you're indoors, it's even higher. So we got our cooked meat, and if you leave it on the fire too long, it will turn into coal. So make sure you grab it before it burns, and we're going to go ahead and eat it. It's health 40, stamina 30, and it lasts 1200 seconds, right? So that's 20 minutes and higher health regen than the fruits and veggies. And there we go. And you can see that our health is now rising because of all that extra health. We've got 3 items in our belly, and that is fantastic. And now we just sit here and we enjoy the fire. Could go to bed, but I think I'm not. I'm gonna enjoy the night. And I think with that, my friends, we're gonna call it quits. So we have survived the first night, and I hope you enjoyed this episode. And if you want to see more, leave a like on the video, leave some feedback, etc. And I will see you next time. I'm just gonna go ahead and repair everything. Maybe I will hop into bed. Time will accelerate a little bit, but no big deal. There we go. Good night. We'll see you next time. Have a good day. Bye-bye.